Trash scattered everywhere and bins overflowing are not a normal sight for a hospital, talk less of a major one like Kolebu Teaching Hospital here in Accra. But this has become the order of the day as the strike by the Health Services Workers Union, which has been ongoing for a while now. The workers have had some fallouts with government after their leadership met on Wednesday to bring some finality to their concerns, which includes improvement on their working conditions. Today on the Citi Newsroom, we'll be speaking to some of the leaders of the Workers' Union to find out what their next line of action. And we'll also be talking to some persons who have come to various hospitals to receive healthcare and find out how the impact of the strike is affecting healthcare delivery. You're still watching the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. We've come to the surgical ward, and from checks around that we've done so far, everything seems quite normal and there seems to be a regular everyday activity going on here. But when you come outside the ward, you see quite a number of people gathered out there. We're not sure if it's probably a Thursday affair here at the hospital or probably a result of the strike, but there are quite a number of people here waiting their turn to be attended to here at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We've also been to the Cardiothoracic Center, and from what you can see in your video here, there are quite a number of people all spacing up, sitting in their chairs, waiting to be attended to. We also cannot say for certain if this is the usual number that would appear here to be attended to on a regular Thursday. But then we'll try and speak to some of them and get their perspective on how things are faring and if at all there's been any impact due to the strike by the Health Services Workers Union. Are you aware of the strike by these health workers?
No, I haven't even heard of it. I don't know.
So tell me, how has the process been for you today? Has there been any abnormal occurrence since you got here?
No, it is normal, just as the usual day we used to come. So everything is going on. As in, when you come, whatever the nurses has to do, they do it and they call accordingly. So that is what we are waiting for, to be called.
Now I see quite a number of people here, probably about 30 of them. Is this the usual number you would meet here?
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it is even more than. And everyone and where he or she is going to. Because everyone has, we don't have the same doctors. The doctors are different, so.
Thank you very much. You just heard the lady there telling us her experience so far since she got to the Cardiothoracic Center here at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And according to her, everything seems normal. We'll speak to other people and pick their thoughts on the strike so far. How long have you been here? And is it the usual time you spend when you come?
No, I've been here since 7. No, I'm only coming for booking. I'm supposed to do surgery on the heart. I was here last week. They told me to come here for after paying. I've paid $60,000, cedis. I was asked to come here today for booking when to do the surgery. But nothing doing. Since 7 that I arrived here.
Forgive me, is this the first time you've come for such an exercise?
No, I've been coming since last year, October.
Okay, but this time around it's taken forever, right?
Yes.
So on a normal, when you come, how long does it take to get attended to?
Well, roughly about 2 hours. I'll be done and gone.
You said 7, and now it's past 12, meaning that you'll be here for over 5 hours.
Yeah.
And from where you sit now, how long do you think it would take you to finally get attended to?
That I can't say because they've checked my pulse and things and they asked me to wait outside. When they're ready, they'll call me. So I've been waiting.
But do you know why it's taking so long?
I don't have any idea.
And nobody explained to you? Or?
At all.
I see. Now, are you aware of the fact that some health workers are on strike across the country, including here in Kolebu?
Yes.
So for you as a patient of the hospital, what do you think should be done about this situation?
I don't know the cause of the strike, but at least the authorities have to take note and do what is right. That's all.
So we are now at the Chinad ward here at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We've come across another person who is here at the hospital. You're welcome to the Citi Newsroom.
Thank you.
Tell me, are you aware of the strike by the Health Service Workers Union?
Yes, I think it started on Wednesday when my mom is being admitted at the stroke unit. And unfortunately, because of the situation, we are not able to access some of the services. I'm supposed to do a CT scan for my mom, but because of the strike, I have to do it somewhere else.
Really? That must have cost a fortune.
Yeah, it's quite expensive, around 1,320.
Wow. How much would that have cost there?
I don't know, because when I went yesterday, I was told that they are on strike, so no one attended to me.
That must have been very frustrating, huh? Considering the fact that you are still dealing with the fact that your mom is ill.
Sure. It is very frustrating. And the place is so dirty. You can tell from behind and in front of us.
I see. I'm sure that's what's accounting for the flies we are seeing all around.
Sure, it is.
Now, I'm sure this strike, whatever the case, is impacting you and your mom's healthcare, right?
Yes, it is. Because if there wasn't any strike issues, I'm sure I would have been able to do the scan yesterday for them to know exactly what is going on, then move on to the next stage of treatment. But because of what has happened, I have to look elsewhere for that quality service.
Thank you very much. You just heard there a lady telling us her experience with accessing healthcare for her mother and many challenges she's had to deal with in the midst of all of that. I have with me here the Assistant Secretary of the General Workers, the Health Workers Union here at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. He's going to bring us more perspective. Now, we do know that you were in a meeting with government yesterday to bring some finality to the issue. What was the outcome of that meeting?
We, as a branch, we expect that our leaders, the National Executive, especially the NEC, will give us a positive response when they went for the meeting. Unfortunately, we had no results up to now. So we are still waiting to hear from our National Executive Committee.
So how long are you thinking of dragging this strike till you get your concerns addressed?
Well, we are not thinking of even dragging it in the first place. We are expecting government to give a positive response. If government responds to our grievances today, we will go back to work and we will ensure that the patients, what they deserve from our services, we give it back to them. But if government is reneging and is being reluctant to do so, then we have nothing to do than to still stay from work.
Now, you did mention earlier that some of the services have been halted in order to drum home your concerns. But with some of the people that we've spoken to, they say that they are being attended to.
Those you see around and they are saying the patients are, we have deliberately allowed certain areas for them to be there so that they can give service to patients who are on admissions already.
We do know that the meeting between government and leadership of the Health Services Workers Union ended in a stalemate on Tuesday. But there has been some developments from the National Labour Commission. Well, let's hear what they have to say.
We have accordingly directed them to call off the strike. We have written to suspend the strike and appear before the commission for the commission to settle the matter. Initially, we did not write to us. We heard of the strike on the radio as they had a press conference. I quickly contacted the ministry about it. They said yes, they have also heard of it and they have invited. So there was a meeting between them, their employers, as the Ministry of Health and the ministry between 3 days ago and yesterday. You know, in settling labor issues, the first thing is negotiation by the parties, which we do and we facilitate to solve it. So it was a evening that we had noticed that they were unsuccessful in the negotiation. So we have also begun our action by writing to them to appear before the commission and directing them to, suspend their action. So they were to call off the strike immediately. You know, when several unions have declared strike, we have gone to court. In some cases, we write to them. In some cases, we hold them before the commission. And the issues are solved. If the issues are not solved, they will continue on strike. How many unions are appearing on strike after appearing before the commission?